printers do not work, and neither do these. Smartwatches are just stupid for the most part, and I'll tell you why. So you might notice that I'm not wearing a smartwatch, and I haven't done for years now, and it's not just for the reason of inaccuracy, but I'll cover that first. I'll be wearing this smartwatch as well as a Fitbit, a Garmin, all of these different things, and they could all tell me completely different data. So the accuracy just, first of all, isn't there. Secondly, if you look at motivation, whatever has the power to motivate you has the power to demotivate you. So let's just say you're tracking your steps, right? And this is 30,000, 20,000, 10,000. And one day you go and you climb a hill and you end up with 30,000 steps, right? So if this is motivation, motivation is up here. It's high because your steps are high. So the next day you're a couch potato and you're only down here and you get 4,000 steps in that day. Motivation's low. So whatever has the power to motivate you has the power to demotivate you. But what does this do? It doesn't just motivate you and demotivate you. It leads you into a cycle. It leads you into a negative cycle, back and forth, emotions all over the place. You think you're a failure and you give up, right? So how do we go over that? If you ever went a walk and you've not been wearing one of these and you're used to wearing it, and then you look at it and you think, I've not tracked that. So then you think the actual walk itself didn't count. And I've been there myself. I completely know that feeling. But it also is the most stupid thing ever. You've been sold to by these companies and it became like obsolete as well. So I think it was about 2015, the first Apple Watch was kind of released. And since then, they've just skyrocketed. Now you've got different companies and they make them obsolete because not only do they make them kind of stop working after a period of time, you have to buy a new one, they put out new features, you can't update them, etc. So you end up wasting money and time and effort into something you wear and then don't wear and then feel unmotivated, motivated, and you're in this cycle. So how do you know where your steps are and how do you know where your general movement is without one of these? Easiest way to look at it is it's about 90 minutes or so. They, give or take, is about 10,000 steps of walking. And that might seem a lot for people, but probably the first 30 minutes or so it's just daily activity, movement in general. If you get a really active job, you're probably doing that anyway. But for most people, even if you get a desk job, I would say it's about 1 hour. So 60 minutes of planned walking. So you could break that up into 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, or a big 60-minute walk or 2 30s. And that would be your 10,000 steps. But you also don't need to get 10,000 steps in if you're nowhere near that. But that just gives you a kind of ballpark. And what this does is it ingrains it into your habits and you're not looking for external validation for if you're doing right or you're not. You know, based on your habits that you're actually making progress because then that becomes a lot more ingrained into who you are because habits build longevity. Data just builds urgency and can make you feel a bit like a failure if it's not what you want to see. So if we were speaking about things being unreliable in terms of technology, my battery just overheated, so I have to end this video sitting down with my phone camera. Am I completely against smartwatches? No. I used to wear one, and even to the point that the last time I probably wore one was when I burned 10,000 calories and ate 10,000 calories in a day to show you technically could outtrain a bad diet, but it's not worth it. I'll link that video here if you want to watch it. If you want the easy way to actually make progress, there's a free meal plan builder, a calorie calculator, 28 ways in 28 days to fix your food, coaching and all that sort of stuff as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.